though, you see.
Name 5 rappers better than me. Dylan. Why? Because I spit hot fire.
Let's rock and roll. All right. Dylan spits hot fire. So we just learned, as we get started tonight, one thing we just learned is Dylan spits hot fire.
You got to Dylan. Why? Because I spit hot fire.
Dylans, and they're all spitting hot fire.
Shout out to...
all right, shout out to Dylan spitting that hot fire.
What was that? Making a band.
Shout out to Dylan. Hey, we here at Red Room Talk Show. Holla at us. Spit hot fire up here. Anyway, all right, y'all. So welcome back to the Red Room Talk Show. Once again, we are here. As you notice, man, we're getting bigger, man. Our people here, man, and I appreciate it because we got some amazing people here, said some amazing things at the right time, most of the time. But every now and then one of us mess up. But for the most part, I think we're pretty good at this. So before we get started, for the record, my boy back. He been on hiatus. He been traveling the world, man.
He been traveling the world.
Did we say he was in Mexico? Oh, Africa.
Yeah. He put that spell on us, man.
Yeah.
They gave 50 mil, he left. He was like, I gotta go think about this 50 mil.
He wasn't even gonna share.
Just so happened he turned it down and he came back for these tens of dollars that we have here. That's all we got. We broke here.
We got time.
So before we get started, we gonna make his introduction last. We're gonna start over here on my right. This is my right here. We're gonna make our introductions. If you got anything going on, we're gonna see it in the beginning and the end, and we're gonna get started tonight, man.
Sure, man. All right, today I'm in the Kane, aka Cali Smooth. Cigar connoisseur, hat connoisseur of the room. I ain't got nothing going on.
Hi, Yolanda of YLA Creative Studio. Nothing coming up in the next 2 weeks, but follow us on Eventbrite for events for the end of July and August.
This your girl, J Bay.
Hey, J Bay.
Yeah, it's a beautiful day. I don't have anything in the next 2 weeks. I had to push my little event back, but I do have some stuff. Follow me on Instagram, official_Coach JBay24, and you'll find out.
Fish.
I'm Scarlett. Oh, sorry. I'm Scarlett. I have absolutely nothing going on, same as last week, but yeah.
Ashley gonna pull up, friend.
Hey, say.
I'm Nicole, cousin of the Red Room.
What's going on, y'all? King Earl in the building.
King is here.
The
One thing I got going on, I'm outside because I have no kids for the summer.
Free. Advertise. Lean in so they can see you. Lean in so they can see you. He advertise.
They see me. I'm kid free.
The King is here.
My birthday is July 25th. Leo gang. So otherwise, that's about it.
He accepting birthday presents.
Indeed. I'm Marlon, aka Superman of Majestic Gents Entertainment. This weekend, well, each and every Friday, we're at Club Manhattan. And then this Saturday, I'll be in New Orleans for Essence. We have a big event going on out there, Girls Trip 6. So tune in.
I'm Keelan, Lifestyle Unlimited Club. Coolidge, we got Coolidge coming up, and then we also got the party at the Pink at Coolidge coming up. And that's going to be a fool because we got about 700 people from all over the country pulling in at one weekend. Stay ready, as a matter of fact. You might get some action. I'll also be in New Orleans for the Girls Trip. Okay, I won't.
No, he will not.
Well,
Your routine need work.
okay, once I get my routine down, I'll be at Essence. So I got about 8 years swinging. So on that note, we're gonna get started tonight, man. So the question of the day is, I can't phrase this shit right. Excuse my language. I can't phrase this right.
We'll phrase it right for you.
Yeah.
Basically, phrase it. It's like this right here.
No. Basically, we didn't know
Man,
that.
no.
No, we need the exact phrase. Let's start with the exact phrase.
The exact phrase is.
Hold on. If you want to do the exact phrase.
The exact phrase is. Are men? I think are men options? No, men are as good as the options.
Hold on. Let's get
Men are as faithful as their options.
My bad, I forgot faithful.
Men are as faithful as their options.
Are only as faithful as their options.
Are only as faithful.
Are men only as faithful as their options?
Yes.
Are men only as faithful as their options?
Weak-minded.
Oh, woo!
I'm sorry.
She started strong.
Coming in hot.
She came in hot, didn't she?
Say that one more time in the mic.
She came in hot.
Weak-minded men are only as strong as their options because we have some men out here. Jesus, not 12 mics, y'all. Jesus.
Sometimes you need more mics to help you out.
So, we have some men out here that are secure in themselves and they know that they don't need multiple women to validate their status as a man. So there are some men that are out here fucking any and everything because they feel like they have to accumulate those numbers as a man. So I feel like secure men who knows who they are in the world, who knows their place and who knows everything and what they want, they actually don't want to deal with a lot of females because there's a lot of problems that come with a lot of females. So I feel like more secure men and men who have a better future don't. But I feel like men who are insecure are only as good as their options.
All right.
Hot fire.
Okay, she did come in. She
What you
hot.
say usually? Spit food.
Spitful, she did. She came in ready. She started the topic in 12 minutes because we just put this together.
And the next question is.
I'm going to say it like this, so I'll be on the other side of it. For some of us, when we look at our options, some of us have plenty of options, and we choose not to run to those options. We choose to turn those options down for whatever reason. So it's not like we want to get out there, or we have to get out there. Man, a lot of times we don't. Yeah. So when it comes to what did you just say? When it comes to this,
You said weak-minded.
Weak-minded.
Insecurity.
Insecure men.
I want y'all to say it out loud. Because we're not weak and we're not insecure. Sometimes we like something extra, true. But on the other side of it, our weak-mindedness or insecurities are not projected toward you as a person. And we are not weak-minded and insecure. We literally just know that we can be here, we can be with you, and then it depends on your love style or your relationship style. Because, for the record, Red Room has different love styles and relationship styles. You have monogamy, you have monogamous couples, you have non-monogamous, you have a vanilla bean.
Cookies and cream.
Yeah, we're gonna go cookies and cream.
Cookies and cream now.
From swingers. So we have a little bit of everything in here. So when it comes to that, now it becomes our love style also. What your love style is when it comes to a person. You know, so anybody want to interject, please.
Hosanna said, yes, Scarlett spitting straight facts.
Okay.
Hosanna.
Okay, everybody got
Not really though, because it's like this right here. It depends on if she. Okay, here you go. As you say, a man's only as good. Only as whatever his options are.
Come with it.
Basically, it depends on. Sometimes his options might not want him. Think about that. If your option don't want you, so then okay, fuck it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this, because his option don't want him. Right or wrong? I mean, so that's not him.
So it's not.
That's
not your
you're
option.
reflecting off of your insecurity. Because your option didn't want you, because you got rejected, you're going to go out there.
You go out for
I'm so
rebounds.
sorry. Yeah, because your option didn't want you, and because you got rejected, you're going to go out there and fuck any and everything because you got rejected.
No, it's not saying I'm going out and fucking everything. It's just saying my option didn't. A man's only as good as his options. Okay, I have a hell of options. Sometimes
we're gonna let this brother talk.
Sometimes
We're struggling right now.
No, for real. Sometimes the options you want might not want you. So basically, you go to a different option.
You go out there and bang what you bang.
You bang whatever say yes. Is that what you're saying?
No, it's not. No, put it's not even banging what you
Cut his
want.
mic off. Cut his mic off.
It's not banging what you want.
Cut his mic off. All right, hey, let's hear this brother over here in the corner. He ain't been here in a few weeks. Drop these shields, bro.
You say something about saying y'all,
She eyeing you down.
The options, we all have options, right?
Spit.
Okay, so just because you piqued interest in the individual as a mature man, you piqued interest, which is going to make it better for her or your significant other, simply because mentally it sparks something, right? Yep. I didn't act on it, so am I not being faithful? Like if Idris Elba walked up in here, y'all shit is gonna be.
Ain't no such thing
So
as
you
Idris
finna
Elba.
lay out the fantasy
Is
you
Elba.
have in your head with the other woman with your girlfriend.
But that's all it is a fantasy, not playing it out.
So what,
It built your endorphins.
so what you just
see what I'm
told me
saying?
was you're gonna be fucking me, but thinking about her.
No, it built your endorphins. I mean, you are in the mood now to be intimate.
So
Like,
you
I
wanna-
could have had a long day at work and been tired as hell, and I could have told her on the way here, look, we're gonna go here, go home, take a shower, get in the bed. But then something walked in that sparked my interest. Man, Megan Good walked in and it's like, hey, babe. Yeah, I'm getting frisky. I'm getting frisky now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But that's just a sign of maturity. You gotta honestly, at times things get boring. Okay, and things just kind of run day by day. You need those pick me ups. You know what I mean? Just like one day we might be walking up the street. I'm like, dang, babe, she got a fat ass. You know, that's the same difference. Same difference. So you can't say every man acts on it. You can't say every man is unfaithful because someone walks in the room. It just heightens our awareness, and then it puts us in a whole different mindset.
I walk in the restroom. I told somebody earlier, and I said this before.
Look, Keelan
When I
getting
walk in-
confident now
when
because
I-
he didn't
yeah,
recover himself.
Somebody brought me another old fashioned at the other spot. I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't expecting him to do that. You know, he'd be tight sometimes. But so when I walk in the restaurant, I look at the menu, right? I see the menu, and there's certain things I like on the menu. I like this. But for the most part, when I look at the menu, I look at the whole menu. Like today, I want fried tomatoes. Odds are I'm not gonna get them. But I think about it. The tomatoes look amazing right now. Yeah. And I keep moving down the menu, but then when it comes to what you want? You want the usual? Yeah, I like the usual, right? It's the same difference. I like what I like, and I can look at it, and I'm not necessarily having to be, I don't necessarily have to get out there, be with it, do it, or I don't have to indulge. I don't have to indulge in it. Yeah. But I can enjoy seeing it. And I have enough self-control to say, well, Keelan, nah, this is not a good idea, or you shouldn't. No, don't look like it. I'm lying. You swear, I'm like, I'm that bad. I'm okay.
Blink twice.
But I have enough self-control, and a lot of times that comes with self-control. And I think at a certain point, there are a lot of women and people in relationships that believe that the other person don't have self-control to be able to control that urge. That's why you have so much jealousy in relationships at this point, in different relationships, because they feel like their spouse doesn't have self-control, or they are overly jealous that he looked at her, she looked at her, and this is this, right? For me, I have the self-control. Have I always acted on it? No. But that's just me knowing I'm fucking up. And we about 8 minutes in now. Me knowing I'm fucking up. On the other side of it, there's when you have the self-control, you have to, you deal with it as such. And your spouse has to know, or your person has to know, I can believe that this person's gonna do right by me. Anyway, that's that.
I said that's real true, because you said a lot when you say self. It's all about yourself. And I see a lot of people saying, well, it's about the options. It's about your spouse being, it got boring or whatever. It's not about, because you will fantasize any situation in your head to justify what you want to do. So when people say, oh, because I have options. So when you say celebrity status, think about Halle Berry got cheated on.J-Lo got cheated on.
Beyonce got cheated on.
Right.
Yeah.
Beyonce,
But y'all gotta
Lemonade.
look at the flaws in them. There's something wrong with Halle, man.
No, but
Something wrong with Halle.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Beyonce,
it.
you see
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Beyonce got cheated on too.
Right. So all of these
Okay,
people that
everybody
you
get
still
cheated on.
fantasize
But
about.
look, your socioeconomic status.
cheated on.
Exactly.
But
Your
it's still,
socioeconomic
it's
status
still
doesn't.
self.
aggressive
So
with it.
that person can't say they want the top of the line, they want this, they want that, because think about those people who are people. Oh,
Top
I
of
wish
the
that would
line.
be
But
my
they,
option.
you know what? They
So
the
it's
same
still
people,
self-control.
just with more money.
Yeah, they are. They're still people, but they're still fantasized by the common folk.
Because common folks
So
like,
what
oh
we're
boy, if I
saying
had Beyonce,
is,
I
it's
would.
still about that self person, because you can have everything in the world, but if you put some kind of situation in your head and you creating a situation to justify
gonna
why you
pull
want to
up,
step out, that's on you.
Okay, hold on.
Ashley
Hey,
pulled up.
first of all, Omar, you know what? Omar wasn't here.
Omar was.
Hey, Omar back. Let me
What's
see.
up, Omar?
Ashley said, I disagree with men being as faithful as their options. Hell, everyone has options. However, me personally will create an option from scratch.
That's what I'm talking. All I need is a chef sometimes.
He won't even know me until I make it known.
What you mean he won't know you?
Well,
She said, Ashley, expound. Hey,
Okay,
girl.
options. You know what? Ashley.
he won't know that.
You know what? Ashley said she's gonna pull up on us. We're gonna see. You know what? If you pull up, we're gonna expound on that one because I don't think you typed it out. Nicole said, "Hey, Ashley." Okay. So pick
Well,
the
I
cane.
mean, I do interpret it as she's looking from the back, behind the tree and be like, "Yeah, I see him."
I'm torn, man.
Okay.
I'm torn. Like I'm just, I don't know. I don't know how to, because I get where both sides are coming from. Because it's even as simple as going to the beach. Everybody out there, they done put their hair on, their lashes, because you know black women ain't swimming. They barely sticking their feet in the water anyway. So you get.
That's why I got locked.
So you getting the full picture. You get to see them. But you know, if I'm with my girl, if I'm with my lady, you know, somebody I'm talking to, we just at the beach enjoying each other in a different environment. So I can see them be like, damn, she got a nice body. She got some pretty lips. She got a fat ass. Like, her titties on swole. Like, whatever that I like.
You don't have to chase it.
Damn, you said horrible.
But no, I'm saying it's whatever I like, but I don't have to act on that.
Yeah.
I don't have to act on it. I see it because men are visual creatures anyway. So we are natural born visual creatures. So we see it, we like it, but we don't have to move on that. So that's
To the point
just
you don't get that work.
exactly.
Not based on what we saw.
Not based on it's not based on what we saw.
Nine times out of 10, I don't even remember
So
what I saw.
I mean, but to be honest though, the motivation is from what you saw. So even
From what
though
but listen,
no,
the motivation from what I saw, but my actions are not based on that.
just because you acted
No,
with
it
her or whomever does not mean that you were not enticed by that one person.
I'm not thinking about her, and it's not
It
every
doesn't.
single time.
It's not
okay?
saying that you're not thinking about her, but what drove you to get to that mood was because you seen
So
that fat
basically, you
ass
saying
over there.
that started the car.
Yeah, it started the car, but you drove it with her. That's the difference. There's a difference. It's not. I mean, yeah. No, but
Yeah.
it is a two-way street, but we gonna call a spade a spade. If you see that person and they entice you, even though you didn't act with them and you acted with your person, doesn't necessarily because at one point y'all was like, nah, we just looking at the fact that if we did, but we still laying with them, but you still got it sparked. It was from a third party. It was from a third party.
Like we all look around and window shop. Everybody window shop. You know what I mean?
So,
not with intent. It just happens. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just because I'm aroused, not necessarily aroused, but just like my endorphins are just.
You're aroused. You know what? It's not wrong with being aroused.
I don't want to say aroused. What I'm saying,
There's nothing wrong with that.
but what I'm saying is, no. What I'm saying is not I'm aroused. It's just she caught my attention. Okay.
And that's okay.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something. So,
It sparks something.
That make me feel better.
I'll say it
Yeah,
like this.
it's
So,
Aroused to me is just it.
Arouse
You
me.
feel like you're doing something wrong, but it's nothing
No.
wrong.
What I'm saying is like it don't put me in a mood to want to do it in the moment. I just see him like, damn, and I'm excited. But when I get home and I see you take your clothes off, now I'm aroused. You see what I'm saying?
so yeah. So
I'm
look
just
here.
saying that's how I function.
So I'll tell you, being non-monogamous, right? So for me, I've been in situations where I've gone to a spot, I've seen things happen, and I've seen like everybody's having a good time. They're enjoying the whole situation, and I'm there enjoying. I'm enjoying. Yeah, I'm there for it. I got time. Keelan, got all day. I got time, baby. So I pull up, and I enjoy. I watch the situation happen. I watch everything going down, and that turns me on. So do I go home to my person? Well, when I went to my person, yeah, I was inspired. She would get work that she might not have gotten a minute. You know, hey, I get that little tap. Hey,
Not the little tap.
you sleep or you just sleep? Hey, where you at in your sleep levels? And depending on the sleep level, yeah, if she kind of wake, shit.
Wait, what are the sleep levels?
The eyes still flutter, or she at that REM
she got a
sleep?
flutter. She at REM. She kind of tired. She sleeps.
Yeah, then you leave alone.
But she kind of right at the beginning, or hey, baby, you good? No, I'm about consent. I'm big on consent. Big on consent.
Keelan say y'all give
But it depends. It depends on where she's at in her life. You know, when I tap her, because she can say yeah, because she might be feeling it, and she's just waiting for me to come home, because she knows she's about to get this thing. Yeah. Then it could be the other way. You know, so I would ask, but sometimes for me it was enjoying seeing the outside happening. You know,
Being
because
aroused by
by
somebody.
the outside, whether it was watching other people or just seeing, the voyeur, right? Seeing other people out having a good time, or seeing a beautiful lady and thinking, God damn, she look amazing, and everything about her was super sexy. And believe it or not, that reminds me of how sexy my person was. Not necessarily, I'm imagining her. This lady
Was or is?
well, was at times. So I'm gonna say was. She ain't dead. Well, she's still sexy to me. So she's still sexy to me. So is. I'll say is. So how sexy she is, right? So that would remind me of when I got home. I'm like, not this bad motherfucker in the bed.
Yeah, but it's absolutely nothing wrong with that. As humans, we all do that.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing wrong with saying this person kind of aroused me a little bit. I'm about to go home and get my man to work. There's nothing wrong with it.
But the only thing that I think kind of perplexed the group as a whole is you were toying around the word arouse. It was still an arousal, nonetheless.
What's wrong with being aroused?
Yeah, it's more so I was enticed by the situation. No,
That's like watching
you
porn
were
and not
right.
being
Her titty popped out. And I was,
That's TV. That's TV.
I guess what
But
y'all
it
are
is.
missing is, and I didn't disclose it, but I desensitized myself looking at women because it's so many options for me in certain settings. You got what I'm saying? So I tell myself a lot, she's attractive or she got a fat ass, and I don't feel anything. And it's because I know if I allow myself to feel that, I'll probably act on it. History shows. You got what I'm saying? So with me
Respect.
desensitizing myself, I can genuinely look at someone like she fine or she beautiful, but don't feel anything. You see what I'm saying? But then when I get home, I naturally compare outside women to what I have at home each and every day I get home. I'm like, I ain't touching.
Look at house ain't
And
went
I'm
nowhere.
good. You see what I'm saying?
Spit food.
So that's what I mean by that.
he recovered now.
Yeah,
That's Mike dropping the night, right? Shit. Because he dropped, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, so, I don't know how to follow that. I don't know. And on that note, we're going to wind it down tonight, man. Thank you. Real talk. But you absolutely right.
But no, I mean, I understand what you're saying because I actually desensitized myself to a lot of women too because of the shit I used to do back in the past. So it'd be like, yeah, all right. It ain't got one. It's not better than what I got at home. But the shit, I still like what I used to look good, but
Over there.
I like home better. I mean, that's all that is, though, really, though.
Yeah, true, and I agree with that. You know what? And for me, I'm kind of the same way. I had to, and I'm no, for real. I'm a fairly decent looking dude, right? Believe this or not, I'm a fairly decent. Believe it or not, I'm a fairly decent looking dude. So I've had.
Keelan, you in the streets.
Right.
No, I'm
Hit the streets now
I'm
because
just
of circumstances.
You out there in the middle of the street waving on traffic.
No.
Don't put that man out there like that. He ain't in the streets. He's just at brunch. He's sitting there watching. He's watching traffic go by.
They honking their horns around me. I said,
So
no.
you watching traffic
First
go
of all,
by.
I'm not out there like that. Nicole totally overstated that. I stop at the stop signs. I look at the light. I watch all the cars drive by.
Or you just slow down.
No. First of all, I take my time, so I'm walking to where I need to go, and I stop at the sign. It says stop, and I stop. I watch all the cars come by. Shoom, shoom. I'm like, woo, some badass cars. And then mine say walk, and then I go on walk across the street. Every now and then, when I'm almost hit me, hey, you almost hit me, ma'am. You know what? Get in the car. I'm so sorry. And I get in the car. I do. I get in the car. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna go ride with him. But other than that,
Notice he said he get in the car and ride with him.
Oh, I'm over with that. But other than that, y'all ready for giving?
Ashley
gotta
has said it
apologize.
really boils down to a man's self-control. Plus, random hookups are becoming overrated. Not for me, but I'm speaking for others.
I want to give a shout to Ashley
Ashley
again, man.
said random
Emphasis.
hookups
Emphasis.
are not overrated for her.
Yeah, not for me.
Red,
As
choose
in
your
her.
scene.
Wink, wink.
Y'all stop looking at me.
She said she.
So, okay.
You the one
So-
over here sucking on this.
Right. You
Lolly
already.
pop.
Yeah.
Waiting on the bus stop.
I've been very careful not to suck it on camera. I have been.
Well, she went like licking
Yeah,
it.
you literally sit in front of the camera. It's impossible not sucking on camera. You never have to turn around. Yeah, it's like that.
And you
Okay.
in the summer.
And the light is shining right on the red.
Okay, so
I'm trying to help you out,
let's
Ashley.
to bring it back in. So, men, we are, for the record, we are not, we do have choices out here. And I'm going to tell you because somebody said something earlier about, men, the more money they have, the more options they have. And for the record, that's not true because even the brokest man have a lot of options. Well, I ain't gonna say broke. I say the most disadvantaged person. Well, yeah, there's a lot of baby mamas out there. There's a lot of people that we have options with, right?
With broke penis.
Huh?
I said, like she said, broke penis.
Broke penis.
Keep on going back.
What is it called? Homosexuals. They out there.
Populating the hood. That right.
When you broke.
That part.
What else you got? Literally be the smooth.
Good mouthpiece.
So y'all
Was that
fall
a
for that?
double
Y'all fall
entendre,
for
Jay?
Not double entendre.
Was that a double entendre?
But I
With
did
the
see
good
a video
mouthpiece?
where this lady said she would be willing to date a broke dude. She'd be willing to pick him up. It's even sexier when he got a woman.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you something.
Then this chick on TikTok, she
Wow.
said it's even sexier
I'm
when he
gonna
got
tell
a woman.
y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick short story. So when I first met my ex, right, I wasn't working. I wasn't broke though. I wasn't working, but I was out the game. So my money was tight as hell. I could support Keelan in my little place. Nobody else, right? Can't nobody coming to space. But when she pulled up, she saw that, right? And I told her, one thing about me, I'm sincere. I tell you the truth. Look, this is where I'm at. I ain't gonna lie to you about it because you gotta deal with me or you don't. And so she was like, you know what, you seem cool. Then she said, well, where's those Geronimo shit? All my shit matched. And so, yeah, this is 2000. I didn't know what shit matched. I didn't know, fuck you. Bro, I was fresh. I bought shit to fit. Man, turn around. So she bought me a starter kit, right?
Oh, Ashley gotcha.
Huh?
She eyeing the red shirt now.
Red shirt,
Ashley,
man.
you better be careful.
Yeah, hey, Ashley.
She spoke.
Hey, Ashley.
Spoken for.
Go on back to red hair.
Hey, you see what's on his
Go
shirt that
back
say
over to
action?
red.
Yeah,
He ain't got no action right now.
But we back over here. Hold on. We're gonna steer back over here. We're gonna steer back over here.
Don't do that to yourself, Ashley.
No.
We ain't got no bell
So
body at the railroad.
for our monogamous, let me reiterate this for our monogamous
Monogamy.
Our monogamous couple in the room.
She cool. She just gotta go back to red over there. This red shirt get shirt.
Yeah. So we're gonna step here.
Hey,
So
her
anyway,
whole tone changed.
saying
She
that to
ain't
say-
talk like that the entire season.
saying that to say, sometimes we each reach in and pick each other up. She reached and got me.
It's respect. Red shirt to get your
It was a.
You see the vein in her forehead pop out?
man.
Hey,
And on that note,
hey, rub the vein out. Come on,
red
nigga.
flag,
You
I
gotta
dig
go
it.
like this.
Okay.
Just go like this. There you go.
Flag. No, he's not a red flag.
No, he's ready. They yeah.
They go
So
together.
that's they're together.
They go together.
So
They go together real bad. Real bad.
Real bad.
all right, y'all. Okay, let's bring this back in. All right. So for the record, when you pull up Ashley, red shirt off limit to my left. This is my left.
He said, "This is my left."
Off limits. They together. Need just be understood. They're right here. They're the same team. They rep the same team. Okay, so yeah, no. Other than that, okay, man. Oh, your corner right here.
He said your partner right here.
So anyway, I got it. Jay, I need you right now.
What's up, baby?
Cause
You
man,
telling your story.
oh, you know
wanna
what?
tell your story about being
I
broke.
don't know longer say about.
Yo, broke.
Oh, you know what? She came in, but she bought me a starter. She actually bought me a starter kit.
Oh, yeah, you did. You
you
had
know what a
matching
starter
outfit,
kit-
drawers, socks, panties, all
No,
that
man,
shit.
no fucking
I
panties.
mean, I'm just bringing starter kit.
No. But you said panties though. No.
Well, she probably gave you the panties though after the starter kit.
No, she didn't wear panties.
Okay, so
So no panties involved in the
okay.
situation.
All right.
No panties involved.
Okay, what was
So,
the starter
literally,
kit?
so she took me shopping because she understood that I wasn't where I needed to be, but she saw my potential, right? And she understood my potential. So she took me. She bought me a nice jacket, nice slacks, which shit I wasn't wearing. I honestly wasn't wearing. I put up spotting bullshit. She bought me a nice starter kit. I walked in. Everybody said, "Oh
You had some
goddamn."
Converses.
The male version of Pretty Woman.
I have a
is What
question.
happened?
So I have a question. Would you turn around and do that for a woman? What she did for you? She found you broke. and she bought you a starter kit. She bought you a nice jacket. You ain't never had that before.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
I can answer that. Yeah, he would. Yeah, he would.
You be tricking?
You know what? You know what? You know what? Talk.
Red, don't say it like that.
Yeah, goddamn, space that off. But you know what? On realistically speaking, if I see potential in you, and I see, regardless of whether it's with me or somewhere else, but I see that you could be at the next level, and you just don't know how to get to the next level, I would try to help you.
Yeah, I do that shit all the time.
Because somebody did that. They actually did that for me. It wasn't necessarily that we would be together. She saw that I could reach the next level, and she was like, when we had conversations, like, man, you just don't know how to get there, and I didn't. And so when she said, that's okay, well, shit. This is what this looked like when I got there. I was like, so yes, would I? Absolutely. If I met somebody and we was vibing, and I said, well, look, we may not be together because we moving different, but here's our opportunity, and let's go get this for you. Now, I do have a budget. So, yeah, you ain't about to ball out. Yeah, okay, yeah, get that $88. We ain't gonna discuss numbers on here. But I learned that because somebody did that for me.
Yeah, I actually did that for somebody. You know.
You said multiple times.
I mean, I did that a few times. I did that a few times, but you know, I did that. You know, they had potential and they wasn't what they should have been. You know, so what I did, I hooked them up with my crew, got them loose, sent them. You know, went shopping for them and everything else. That put them on game, and they flourishing now. You know.
You upgraded.
I ain't put them on no counter.
These are not views of
I did not put them on no counter. I put them on game and
So you bought all these nice things for them? You need your money back?
So would y'all? So quick question: Would y'all not do that? So if y'all met somebody that and you was at a certain level, would you not? And you saw not necessarily. And I always remember because I've learned that there may not be a lifetime situation, but if you saw something in them that said, man, you regardless of with me or not, I can get you there, or here go the next level. It's up to you to get there.
I'm beyond. I'm probably on a minuscule level of what you said. I'm on a budget. So I may do something nice for you because I see potential. I may not go out on a limb for you because I got shit to do.
Yeah, no, it's within your budget.
So
I'm not saying get outside your budget.
Within my boundary reason, I may, if I see somebody who I may not even be interested in, but I know that they're trying to do something for themselves or they struggling, yeah, I would. But just blatantly like, hey, baby, I choose you. Nah. Because to me, I feel like now I'm being the sugar mama and I don't want that shit.
She said she ain't over. Everybody don't get a car.
Everybody ain't getting the pool house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, not saying everybody besides.
But I mean, if you're talking about charitable opportunity, like he may be down on his luck and he need gas money for something, cool. Or he might need.
You talking about upgrade?
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's my limit. That's an upgrade. You needed to get to work.
Yeah.
You got an extra 8 hours on your day.
Right.
Yeah, I'm willing to help.
Okay.
Because and not saying I know that I've been offered probably in the past to have that option, but I just feel like because I'm a grassroots type person, like bootstrap, pull your own bootstrap up. Like now, if we get together and we are working together for a cause, and I get something like, let's just say, I get a high dollar paying salary job before you do. Oh, it's my obligation to make sure I upgrade you then because you with me. So if I'm upgraded, we upgraded. But I'm not doing that for some random person.
But question is,
I'll even do it for a long-term like a boyfriend who's with me. You know what I'm saying? And then if we break up, it's just I showed you my love without having the restriction. But go.
Well, question. So with you saying that, how far would you go before you got tired of him and saw that dude as a project?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everybody a project. At the end of the day, we all projects to an extent. So it just all depends on your level of your boundary level. Everybody has a limit. So personally, if I see that you keep saying, yeah, I need to get my shit together, and you ain't getting your shit together, nigga, you gonna get the fuck on. So that's my philosophy because I've seen people play that for more than the time. Yeah, for years, for multiple times.
Like him enough, would you? So if you like him enough, would you come into the relationship doing that? Like, let's just say you meet a guy, y'all are out whatever, doing whatever, and you meet him and he's not in a position that he wants to be in, but you see potential. Would you do it from the jump, or will he have to prove in some type of way that he can maintain whatever you give him?
I'm at a point in my life I can't even think about that because I've excelled so much from my marriage. And then when I divorced, I excelled even more without my ex-husband. I can't go backwards to try and create the project boyfriend. I can't do that. And I'm not saying that you got to be at you got to be up here, but you got to be at least growing upward to where I can at least meet you to a certain extent without having to pick you up. Like, you should be able to pick yourself up.
So at what point, though, like if you're meeting a guy and because we were talking about the dating, he was talking about he met the woman, she saw he needed help and he helped. At what point do you help, though? Because like me, if I meet a guy, I'm so sorry, but I'm not helping with shit. I'm so sorry. Everything I have right now, I'm 26 years old. Everything that I have, I had to get out the mud. I'm so sorry, but at this point, if you're coming to me and you don't have anything, we can't go further, because if anything that I do for you will take me back, because I'm providing for you. So that's taking food out of not only my mouth, but that's taking food out of my kids' mouth. So I'm not providing for nobody. I'm not.
And that
taking
just
a
goes
step
into
back.
boundaries.
So
That's the boundary line. So like everybody has their minimal limits. So like some people will go with somebody, they may be in between jobs, right? That's not a bad thing. But how long have you been out of a job? How long have you been making the conscious effort to move forward to find you couldn't get in at Foot Locker, but did you try this warehouse over here? If you got the warehouse, are you trying to stay there 20 years, or are you trying to move up in the company or move out from the company and level up? If you don't have any type of progression or any mindset of growth, then I don't want nothing to do with you, because that creates stagnation for me.
Exactly.
That's period.
Yeah.
But I'll say this: you are limiting yourself when you move like that, and every situation is not going to be and glamorous. I can give it to you like that. Like our situation, I was that dude under the table. You know what I'm saying? I was living out my car when we first met, and I grind, I hustle, I have multiple jobs. It's just the way the world was turning wasn't my time. You got what I'm saying? So it was my time to fall on my face. And you don't know if it's that man's time to fall on his face. He could be the best thing that happened to you. See what I'm saying? But when you cutting cats off and moving the way you see fit, nothing wrong with it. But just know you could be passing up on the opportunity.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, spit food.
Yeah,
and once again, that's a two-way street.
Right.
Because it's the same thing that happens to us. We'll meet ladies and they're, I'm just down right now, and you gotta try to understand, are they really down right now, or y'all you're always down. You just down with me right now, right? You just down with me, and then you're gonna be down with the next person in a minute. So that gauge is hard, right? But if you find a gauge, like I said, and you can kind of, well, I ain't gonna say you can't. You can, because a lot of times we think with discernment experience, but still you got something slip through the cracks. Happens every time. But if you got discernment and experience, right, when you meet them, you're like, okay, I may see something here, and vice versa, because they may see something in you. And like I say, sometimes when you're down, every now and then you need a breath of fresh air. Not saying take care of the bill, just say I need a breath of fresh air. Let's make this happen. But that's when it comes to, I guess, upgrading a person, as Ashley said, upgrading from the jump. That's a hard one. It takes I think time. It takes conversation. It takes people getting to know each other, and it takes actually seeing your potential and then seeing if you realizing your potential. Because it's hard for me to believe in you more than you can believe in you. Nobody believes in Keelan more than Keelan believes in Keelan. Anywhere, right?
I'm definitely gonna help you, because I know that doing. Oh, my bad. I know. I know. But if I see you putting in the effort, that's really that's the common denominator is, are you putting the effort in that I'm willing to match you with? It's just like your job. They give you 3% on whatever matching for your 401k, but you got to put in too. Yeah. At the end of the day, so why wouldn't you do that with your relationship at minimum?
But I say most women do that naturally.
Because we're nurturers.
Yeah. So most women, y'all see the potential in the man before he sees it.
True.
And y'all upgrade us naturally. Y'all don't even realize it. soon as you start liking someone wholeheartedly, you starting to upgrade that cat, regardless if he understands it or not.
Getting meals every day, that's an upgrade.
Yeah.
I'm for real.
No,
If
for
you-
real.
He eat McDonald's and shit. That's an
Meals
upgrade.
or home cooked
A
meals.
home cooked meal is an upgrade because
cooked meal,
now he
yeah.
getting fat. Or he didn't, this is what we do over here. Yes,
Yeah.
I got kids; they gotta eat. You know, so if I got extra, you know what I'm
The
saying?
thing is like with maturity, you can't be naive enough to say, okay, he's gonna do it after 5 years. Okay, he's gonna do it after 7 years. And then 10 years down the road, he's still he gonna be all right. That's on you at that point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have to be aware of your current situation and understand who you. It's just like an investment. You don't just go invest in anything. You know what I mean?
You gotta
do
vet it.
Do your due diligence, and then when it's time to pull out, you pull out. You know what I mean? It's the same concept.
Yep.
Literally and figuratively.
Tuck your losses as best you can.
Pull out literally and figuratively.
What Theo said, I had people pass up on me because I was going through a rough patch, but now they kicking themselves because they didn't have patience with me.
Come on,
which is
Theo.
true.
Come on,
Which is
Theo.
very true.
Sometimes
You know what?
people just be down on their luck.
They be down in luck. And Theo, because I was one of them people, sometimes double-edged sword because you like I say, they may, especially the people you hang around, depending on the people you hang around, you get judged, right? So your
Based off
people,
your past.
your past and the people you hang around. So your partners might be bums, right? And then you the only one out of your crew that's trying to do it, and they looking at you like, I see your whole team right now. Your team garbage.
Y'all
Y'all ain't gonna win no championships together. You know what I'm saying? And then you come like, well, but I'm willing to get drafted. I'm willing to get traded, right? Yeah. I'm willing to get traded to another team right now. And they like, nah.
That's why you gotta get a new team, man. Because I be like, man, hey, we gotta change our team up, man.
You gotta change the
We
team.
gotta change the team up.
Yeah.
So once you change your team up, you gotta move up and level up. You know.
Yeah. So So Theo, I get you. And they, some of them kicking themselves, some of them not. Because you gotta always remember, man. Although we hit certain points, we also got certain
That
personalities.
hey big head ain't
Yeah.
big head and all everywhere.
So y'all, so good morning, Queens.
Yeah. But I think
Are we still
everybody
doing
had a
Queens
level.
or not?
I think everybody had level up moments, right?
Yeah.
Because I know that I was the olive oil in high school, for instance.
No, not you, Jay.
No, yes. Oh, you can't believe. Like, you know who olive oil was from Popeye? My uncle used to call me olive oil growing up. Oh, my bad. She ain't gonna know. Anyway,
Don't do that.
She young-
what about the little skinny girl
She's
from
younger
Recess? You
sister.
watched that?
I watched
Okay. The little yeah.
Hey, y'all don't do red like
Yeah.
that.
Come in and say that's foul or something.
But anyway, like I was always the only reason why I was semi like known was because I played ball. But other than that, I was the awkward
Pure shooter.
I was the awkward kid who had big head, broad shoulders, and I was straight. I look like the letter T, lowercase T. I used to jokingly say that, the lowercase T, because I had real broad shoulders. I was just bony. So yeah. But at the end of the day, like, but it do be on damn people. But I brought that shit up anyway. But sometimes you have to look at, because I've had those instances where I got curved when I was in high school. First, maybe year or two in college, I started gaining weight because I was playing ball, I was lifting weights or whatever, eating whatever, and then I kind of retained my weight once I got into adulthood. Then I got the hey big head deal. I'm like, nigga, I don't know. Now, cause my confidence is through the roof now.
When I was
You know, right? You know what I'm saying? I was trying to pop with you back then, but now we could have been flourishing together or growing together either way. But now I'm
You
like,
should have hit that Mike
Flourish
Jones.
a
on
little
you know, cause so now it's not even really the other person feeling some kind of way, it's you.
Yeah.
So you don't have to always feel like waiting for that person to be like, damn, you the one that got away. No, I'm glad I got away because looking at the 15-year class reunion, none of y'all niggas are attractive.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Well, they didn't want her.
For the record, fellas,
Now she hot.
I did
Y'all
not.
all on her.
Right, you know? I'm just,
Say, for the record, fellas, I did not
Mike
expect that
Jones.
part about the class reunion. Because I thought I walked in flying the motherfucker.
It's
Obviously,
been-
I was wrong.
It's been almost, it's about 17 now, but.
It'd be a handful of them that you was like, damn, I thought he was fine. And is he pregnant? Listen.
Y'all ain't shit.
I know exactly who she's talking about, too. Okay, I'll fuck with you. I don't know. I'm not no clever. Now, let's go. But Wow. Okay. Well, Jay, you know what? I want to say I appreciate that because you brought all us back down to earth. 'Cause I thought I was flying the classroom. I killed him tonight. No, I did not. They were like, look at him. There he is right there, struggling. Hey. Hey, struggling. Oh.
Ebony said
You might have been it though.
Yeah.
You might have been it as a
I
class
was gonna
You might have been
say,
it.
I actually was. I actually was.
Ebony said growing together, that's what everybody's missing nowadays. Everybody want to be Facebook rich.
That's cool. That's true.
Not me, man. I'm broke on Facebook too. You see the same kid in
You
real
ain't
life.
broke. You in between checks.
Yeah, in between
In between checks. We
Everybody
don't
get
claim
out
broke
there. Let's
around
do
here.
it, man. It's hot Friday. It's hot out here. I'm staying home. I'm broke. I ain't got to saving this paper, man. I ain't gonna hit the streets. I'm broke. Yeah. The pool look nice tonight. Guess
Come
what?
on, play some dominoes. That's that broke talk.
Hey, guess what? I'm at the point in my life I'm okay being broke like that, man. Let me say this
back
paper.
when you come.
$12. Come on through, baby. So yeah, that's cool. We don't have the internet Facebook rich because Facebook rich, that's gonna get you broke. Yeah, everybody out every night. I'm like, I can't do this shit every night. And I promote shit and I can't do this shit every night. I was like, how they do it?
They don't have real lives.
They hustle. Hey, send me phone number. I want to see some more cash out. All right, yeah, that's wild shit right there. Hey, so yeah. Okay, all right. So y'all got me too.
Boy, you so stupid. Okay, so like growing together, why is that not a thing anymore? It's like so the microwave effect that's what, and I think that's what I interpret when Ebony said the Facebook rich. It's the microwave effect. We only highlight the good shit. We not, and you're not supposed to highlight the bad, but everybody only gloats on the good shit, and you're not really reflecting on the entire picture.
I mean, but that's easy though, because a lot of people don't. As you say, microwavable. They don't. A lot of people don't want to go through the hard times. They don't like. Basically, when the hard times hit, most people want to be out and don't want to do nothing like way our parents and grandparents did. They stuck through there and through the hard times and and whatever. Even though it might have been bullshit, even though it might have been some toxic bullshit, but they still was, they still was in there though.
Got 16 families.
I'm about to say, if I speak for I think I'm the youngest one here, right?
Yeah,
so I'm the youngest one here. First, for my generation, we have watched generations before us struggle so much. Like even my mom was married, and then growing up, I thought it was happily married. But once we get to a certain age and we start seeing the cracks and we start seeing that people above us aren't happy, it's like we're not willing to set up with the bullshit. And you're correct. Like Facebook and Instagram has made stuff so instant that we are expecting things in an instant, and we're not willing to work towards those things, but also we're not willing to put up with shit. So I think my generation, we're a little bit not confused, but we're a little bit discombobulated. I think that's a good word, because
SAT word.
On one hand, y'all have us, like on one hand, we saw what we're not willing to do, but on the other hand, we don't have an example of how to go about it the right way. So my generation, we're constantly bumping heads with each other because everybody don't want what they saw. Nobody in my generation want what they saw growing up, but we don't know how to go about getting it the right way because the generation before us was not a good example. We watched our grandmothers and our mothers suffer in silence, and we refused to do that. So therefore, I don't think that, I'm sorry, that just came out, but I don't think that is that we want things in an instant. I think that it's just that we're not willing to put up with the bullshit. Like, we watched bullshit all our lives, and I refuse to be unhappy. I will risk being unhappy in my 20s. I will risk being unhappy in my 30s, but once my 40s and my 50s get here, I absolutely fucking refuse. I'm sorry, not cursing, I'm so sorry. I absolutely refuse to be unhappy then. So I'm willing now in my 20s and 30s to delete any and everybody in my life that's not fitting my future vision. So it's not that we want stuff instant, it's that we're not willing to put up with the bullshit that y'all are willing to give us.
Is it putting up with the
Can you
bullshit?
stand up
though?
real quick? Woo!
Spit, fool.
Spit. High five.
It's also people putting in that work though. There's
You
also
said what?
people putting in that work. Like nobody wants to work on themselves to be able to work with somebody else. Like you were saying, you know, if you have a guy who is showing potential to grow, to get better, to move forward, y'all are gonna grow together. But if you over here living your life, doing this, doing that, he over here doing this thing, and y'all just together on paper, then nobody wants that anymore. So people don't want to almost work on each other. Because like a lot of us in here grew up with the Cosbys. They look all good on TV, but nobody knows what happened.
No, now.
Well, that too. But nobody knows what happened when Claire was in law school. Nobody knows what happened when he in medical school. When y'all out there struggling, hustling,
Right.
trying to make it.
Well, they went to Dad for the money.
Well, that's true.
Denise
also.
always was calling for
Actually,
money.
former First Lady said that in that last interview when she really came out and said that she couldn't stand Barack for like years, and they had their spats for like 10 years.
And
but
they had to work
they
through
had
it
to
and
work
grow
through
together.
it. So when you say grow together and work on yourself, it also goes back to nobody wants to date and go through the dating process properly anymore. It is instant. It's like, hey, let's get together, let's fuck. Bay trip. What? No. Like, nobody stops and do the courting process like you're really intended to do and get to know that person. Right, the intentional process. Get to know that person, like you said, but you also need to know yourself first. So you know it's all about what you bring to the table. Well, what's on the table? What is the table? Do you even know what the table is? Yeah, like you talking about bringing stuff to the table, but is your table a side table? Is it a dining room table? Like,
Cardboard box.
right? Is it? Yeah, you know. Right. It's a TV tray. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I want to say I commend you because you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're doing what the path has been laid for. You're supposed to learn from previous generations, but not to do. Now it's up to you to do your homework and surround yourself with the individuals that you would like to emulate or whatever. That's life. That's you doing your studies. Like when you want to become a speaker, you go hang around speakers. You want to be a lawyer, you hang around lawyers to learn their ways, right? So with you not wanting to put up with bullshit or not willing to put up with bullshit, all our ancestors, they had it in their head. They just didn't know the path. Like just as well as my generation, we never had money, right? True. With us never having money, we told ourselves our kids will never have to want for shit. You got what I'm saying? So we became our kids' friends somewhat and poured into them and gave them things we wanted as we didn't have growing up as kids, right?
Which is semi-detrimental.
Yeah.
That was very detrimental.
Very
Very
detrimental.
detrimental.
That was very
right?
detrimental.
So now that's something else for you to learn from. Okay, this is not what you do. So you're on the right path. You're doing what you're supposed to do, but don't take it all negative. Take the negative, learn from it, but then surround yourself and do your research and put yourself around individuals that you can mimic and try to base your life around.
And one thing you said, we took away because your partner, his mama couldn't whoop you, his daddy couldn't whoop you no more. When I get older, they ain't gonna do mine like that. So we took our generation took the village
away. Yeah.
We took the village away because it was like, you know what, you ain't gonna do my child like this. Which that village has been keeping us going for
Millions
200-300
of
years.
Yeah.
Right? No, just in the United States, I say 300-400 years in the United States.
Yeah.
That village kept us in check. And we took that village from your generation, like, okay, you know what? You ain't gonna do this to my child. You ain't gonna do this to my person. And so once we lost that village, that's when we start pulling up, anybody talking to my kid this way or anybody do my person this way. And then when y'all start pulling up, y'all like, well, you know what? I can't accept this. I can't accept that. When really, it should have been on us to say, hey, man, when somebody telling you right, listen. Now, also I can teach you discernment or show you discernment, and it's up to you. So we stripped a lot of that from our generation as me, right? I didn't do it because I appreciated my village. My village, I needed my village, and my village took care of me way more than they probably should have, right? But then on some of the villages, I see how that went a different way. So did we fail? Yeah,
we failed like
did,
motherfucker.
absolutely, because we tried to make it different, like not realizing what we actually needed.
Yeah.
Right.
We were just angry. We was angry as kids.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a trial and error. Life does not have a book. Like
Right, there's
we
no
don't just
blueprint.
being like
Yeah.
being a parent does not have a book at all. So you try and go based off your life experience to actually create the new norm of certain shit that you were traumatized from. That's ass whoopings to, you know, something happened in the house, to an uncle doing something, to an auntie doing something, or whatever. Yeah, mayonnaise sandwich, sugar sandwich.
Hey,
You know what I'm
delicious.
saying?
Snack
I ain't
sometimes,
gonna
though.
lie,
Delicious.
I still make a sugar sandwich from time to time. It's kind of.
But no, so I
Just the
literally
trip.
just had
Toasted,
that
yeah.
conversation with one of my coworkers, and she was like, "Yeah, I never grew up like that. Like my neighbors couldn't say anything to me or do anything." And I'm like, "I grew up. My neighbors could pop me if they wanted to."
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm more afraid of them going back to tell my mama because now I
Because
gotta
then
get
it's
beat
10
when I
times
get
worse.
home.
Yeah.
So now I done got 2 whoopings for some stuff I already know I shouldn't have been doing. But like I told her, I said you have to look at it like this. It shapes who you are as a person when your family has a village, and it shows up in your everyday life when you didn't have that. And I was like, I can tell that you've never had that.
It makes you
and that's
cognizant.
not a good thing.
And because it makes you cognizant. Like if you were the person affected by the village, it makes you cognizant of what not to do in public. And not saying that you care about what other people doing or thinking. It's like, I ain't gonna act no damn fool over here because I know Miss Jones gonna say something to my mama, you know, or I'm not gonna be that kid over here because Mr. Johnson is gonna tell my pops and they work together.
For sure.
Type stuff, you know. You know.
I didn't have that growing up. So my mom, my backstory, my mom had 5 kids before she was 22. So growing up, when I say I got no, shut up. When I say I had no discipline growing up, I didn't have a discipline. I didn't have a village. It was mom and my mom. Everybody knew don't mess with Jasmine's kids. Like don't mess with her kids. But other than that, like there was no, I had my mom. And my mom wasn't there. I had nobody to fall on to.
Are you the oldest?
I'm the oldest. Okay. My brother's 11 months older than me. So I really didn't have that. Baby, she had 11. She had my brother, had me 11 months later. Then 11 months later again, she had my sister. And then
I grew up together.
yeah. So me and my like now as an adult, don't get me wrong. As a teenager, I didn't understand my mom, but now as an adult, I'm like, oh my God, like I understand her completely. Like I'm grateful for my mom now as an adult. But growing up, like I literally didn't have a village. I didn't have all that, so my views might be a little distraught. I mean, might be a little distraught.
You actually grew up and not having a village.
So,
I commend you.
Yeah, so sweet. But
I've seen worse.
Yeah. I'm so weak.
I mean, I've been in the education system 15 years, and I've seen the demise of our future. And like you said, these kids crazy. They cuss in front of you, like
Fighting kids.
fighting the
That's one
teachers,
of the things
fighting
that
each
said
other,
me.
fighting the other people parents, and
Bruh,
yeah,
I can't go to school functions.
yeah, no, they crazy.
Oh, these kids so disrespectful. They so disrespectful. When we grew up, we knew if parents was around, we go to the other side so we can cuss.
No, they didn't give a care.
Oh man, nah.
When I tell you, in high school, I went to Ramsey High School. That was the number one. You had to test to get in that school in Alabama. Literally, you had to be the smartest of the smart to get in that school. They didn't care even there. Even there, you would get students cussing teachers out. So growing up, that was kind of natural. Sorry. So growing up, that was kind of natural for my generation to see people because back to our parents taught us don't let them talk to you that way. So like don't accept disrespect from nobody. So even if the teacher talking to us a certain type of way, we like, hold on, like I understand what you're saying, but there's a better way to say it. Oh, sorry, yeah, but there's a better way to say it. So I don't think that my generation was being disrespectful. I think that the older generation was trying to teach us how to stick up for ourselves, but
Y'all need to
because
get
they
chopped
didn't
in
know
the
how to
throat.
stick up for themselves, we didn't know how to go about it the right way.
I think they even take that to saying somebody said something the wrong way or there's a right way. Y'all don't even know what the right way is because you ain't listening in the first place.
True.
They
I
never
was just about to
listened in the
say,
first
9
place.
times out of 10, when a teacher is disciplining you or saying something to you,
Redirecting.
it's 99% of the time it's not the wrong way. Because they not just gonna come. They not gonna come at you crazy off the rip.
Every teacher there growing up,
No. I'm not saying that. No. I'm not saying that they're all correct because some of them are out of line. Yeah, some of them be out of pocket.
I think.
However,
Go ahead.
However, that doesn't warrant you cussing them out. That warrants you having a conversation with your parent and letting the two adults deal with the problem at hand.
I think the common denominator with the kids not being in a kid's place is that we've displaced the child role.
Yeah.
Because and that also
the
takes
child to be the friend.
the child. Well, one, parents are being besties with their kids.
Right.
Then secondly, we can go into political aspects of how the system has removed the
Then the child
authority
don't
of
have
the
no-
parent being able to do shit to the kid versus the teacher can't do shit to the kid. Now it gives the kid all the power in the classroom as opposed to having the village there.
Yeah.
But then
No power in my classroom. So
it's no power. You know what I'm saying?
Not in my room.
So you can't be Joe Clark
That's why you chop their
in the
ass.
classroom. Not
really can.
not have a
these
good
days,
career. You
No,
gonna
I
be
just
bouncing
think-
school districts. I'm just saying.
She said who was Joe Clark?
I've been there 5 years.
No, it's just I mean at the
okay.
at the end of the day.
Joe Clark. Lean on me. Google, lean on me.
He said Google lean on.
Lean on me. Google, lean on me.
And we at the top
Google
of that.
that. Say we are.
Let's
We
stop it
are.
out, bro. It's time to go.
Joe Louis Clark.
No. Stop. Stop. East side. East side. You know what? Okay. All right, y'all. You know what? So she just, hey, coming soon, Red Room movie night. Red Room movie night coming soon, y'all. Because guess what? She just earned that. She got to see that. At least one time. You know what? That's going to look cheesy as shit to her.
No, it ain't. It's not.
Still good.
It is. All right, y'all. So we are at the top of the hour. And for the record, man, y'all said some. Once again this week, y'all said some valuable stuff, man. We got some valuable information tonight. Because inspiration and information. I was trying to say both of them at the same time. Sound like I didn't want to just wet the mic up too much. I literally just tried not to wet the mic up. I should have put my hand over it. So,
Thank you, Ebony.
and if he don't come back next week, I think we'll be okay. No, I'm bad. So for the
At the
record,
end
man,
of the day,
we miss my dude. by the way.
Stop putting your kids in adult situations.
Stop putting your kids.
Yeah,
There it is.
leave your kids in the kids.
And you know what? Let your kids.
As long as they can.
Let your kids be kids.
Yeah.
That's it. My parents let me be a kid.
Go buy
Yeah.
When I started doing grown up stuff, I made a conscious decision. But they let me be a kid as long as I could possibly be. Right? And so let your kids be kids.
Let
Your
them
kids.
believe it's Santa Claus, because they don't
Yeah.
care. Nobody care about your tax check.
The
Your
black
kids
one.
don't need to be in school talking about your tax refund.
Yeah, not at all.
And my mama bought me this
Okay.
off her food stamp card.
Oh, no, they don't even know that.
Oh, it's okay. We got to
Somebody use
educate
your
them
whole
now.
name.
Yeah, these
I'm
are the
like,
things I hear. These are the things I hear. I kid you not.
He said, "Hey, Jaleisha."
Okay, so just to recap, are men only as good as only as faithful as the options? I think the men here said no, we're not. We are faithful because we want to be faithful. We have an option. I think sometimes people take our choice thinking that we just see everything we wanted, and we see a lot of stuff, but we don't necessarily have to have it. We don't necessarily want it. We are faithful because we choose to be faithful, just like women choose to be faithful. So we're not just faithful because of our options. We're faithful because we love you, like you, or want to be with you, or want to be in your space. Are there options out there? Yeah. Janet Jackson pull up, Sade? Yeah, absolutely. I'm out. You're my sister. Yeah, no, that's my sister.
He said, "You are my sister."
Yeah, I'm telling you, there we go. Hey, you my sister. I'm gonna come back and get you. Yeah, never see me again. Out. But guess what? I'm walking right through that concert. Yeah, let's go, baby.
He in
Get
the
on
streets.
jet. No, I'm not.
He in the street.
On the other side of it, we have to, once again, discern, as we said on the other part of it, when it comes to when you meet people and uplifting them, bringing them with you, or trying to see where they are. We have to, there's a lot of discernment involved in that. There's not just, everybody can't go with you. That's a fact. That's a simple fact, because they don't know how to be there. But every now and then you're going to run to somebody to say, man, I want this person to see the world with me. And when you find that person, it's okay to find that person. When you realize they can't see the world with you, it's okay to walk away. Yep. Sometimes we're afraid to walk away, but if you
afraid of heights,
man,
They gotta stay on the ground.
They gotta stay on the ground because hey, I'm trying to shoot to the moon. And if you can't shoot the room with me, I gotta let you go. And it's okay to do that. That's once again, that's a simple fact. And I think sometimes we'll get away from that. So and then also we lost our village. The last part of it, we lost our village, man. And it's hard to try to bring the village back. I done got jammed up a couple of times. Hey, I want you to talk to my son about your story. And I'm like, man, this little motherfucker ain't gonna listen. Yeah. Because I know my story. And my story, literally, you live my story right now. And I literally walk in and say, man, I'm gonna tell you something. You ain't gonna believe me because I'm the old dude. I say, I done this. Yeah. I say, but your mom want me to talk to you. So this is my story. This what happened. And then go look at the TV. It's right there. Yeah. But you gonna do what you want to do. Tell you something, man. You don't get no strikes going to the penitentiary. You don't get no strikes for this. You don't get no strikes for that. And then after that, hey, man, go live your life. Yeah. I talk to him. You're going to have to get a lawyer soon. And I hit on that because I understand how that works because, once again, our villages failed us. Yeah. And so, no, we failed. We failed. As the village, we failed a lot of them. Yeah, I'm going to readjust that conversation. We failed a lot of them, right? So we wind it down. Say that for the next week. So on that note, we're going to wind down. If anybody got anything going on, please let us know. And thank y'all for coming to the Red Room Talk Show. Like, subscribe. Man, tell your cool friends. We seen some new faces on here tonight. Thank y'all for showing up. Ken said, hey. Man, Jay got the coldest fan club in here right now.
Jay got it going.
Jay and Erica right now.
Scarlett. Jay and Scarlett. They got the fan club.
We'll edit that out. Hey, see, Jay and Scarlett. I ain't gonna say our goodbyes. Get out of here. We're gonna edit that out.
This is aka College Smooth. You know, I ain't got nothing going on this weekend.
This is Yolanda from YLA Creative Studios. You know, right? Follow us on Facebook and Eventbrite for all of our upcoming events.
This your girl J Bay. Hey y'all. The Vanilla Bean of the Red Room. Yeah. Can't y'all stop doing me like that? I was trying to be convincing this time. Anywho.
You didn't stop convincing when you said it. The Vanilla Bean, he looked at all of us.
Because I knew, look, see, you see her face? Zoom in on Nikki. Okay. Anyway, I don't have nothing going on until August, but I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Scarlett, nothing going on as always.
It's King Girl. I'm outside. That's about it.
Ain't got no kids.
When you outside, where you at outside?
Everywhere.
Tell me where you at.
So everywhere. Just catch me in the streets. I'm outside.
Catch me in the streets. Walk up to him, say, hey, you on the Red Room Talk Show?
He stopping cars and everything.
He stopping cars too.
I ain't stepping in traffic.
Yeah, I'll let you. Hey.
I'm Nicole, cousin of the Red Room.
I'm Marlon, aka Superman, of Majestic Gents Entertainment. You can find me on Facebook at Superman Smith, Majestic Gent on IG. Once again, you can catch me each and every Friday night at Club Manhattan. Also, and that's in Dallas, Texas. And then this Saturday, New Orleans Girls Trip 6 Essence Festival. I will be out there performing.
They say Le Bon Temps Roulette.
Yeah, whatever he just said.
French.
Yeah, so just go to the page and all the information is there. Also, quick PSA, if y'all don't mind. Parents, it's hot, summertime. Watch your kids out there, man.
And don't leave them in the car.
Don't leave them in the car and watch them, man. Be aware of where they are because there's a lot of kids out here breaking in cars, doing this and that. Right. And we don't want to see these young kids get murked. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. So
we don't want heat to the heat.
Keep eye on your kids, man, for real.
Don't let the heat.
Don't let the heat catch up with them. Right. Yeah, let them just stay warm.
Right.
And I'm Keelan, Lifestyle Unlimited Club. I don't have anything going on this week, so I'm supporting all my family. Anything y'all got going on, I want y'all. Well, not yours on Friday, but everything else. If people got anything going on, I'm trying to pull up on it. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. Every Monday we release an episode. Make sure you listen to it. If you miss some, we always play the other episodes. Oh, Sandra made it. Hey, Sandra. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, come hang out with us, talk to us. Hey, we cool people. As a matter of fact, if you want to come down to the show and you're not a stalker, pull up because, we don't like stalkers here and we get them up out of here fast. Yeah, real quick. Other than that, you can pull up to the show. You can follow us on Eventbrite. You can get the $10. You come down for $10. But no, you can come down, hang out with. I'm just joking. But you can come down, hang out with us, and you know, it might be taco night, might not be night, not taco night. And on that note, hey, Red Room Talk Show. Stay real, stay ready. Peace. And we're working on the ultimate date night. So stay ready. We're working on the ultimate, not date night.
Movie night.
No, it was speed dating.
Speed dating. We working and movie night. So we're gonna do a movie night. And we're working on the ultimate speed dating.
We're gonna watch Joe Clark.
So
lean on me. The baby know who Joe Lewis Clark.
So we're working on the ultimate speed dating.
You know more
y'all
than
stay
Freeman
ready.
is, don't you?
Within the next month, we're gonna have the ultimate speed dating going because we either gotta do it or we're gonna do it. Then I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be a great night. It's gonna be an experience. You're gonna have 4 hours of being in a couple of places at the same time and enjoying it. And I just got the call from one of our executive producers, said it's time to shut it down. So we out, y'all. We out, y'all. Peace.